Thursday night Scotch Club.
Woo! Scotch
Tonight we've got a special Scotch to try.
Shake and bake.
The Macallan Rare Cask.
Rare Cask.
It is rare because you're. You know what? I don't even know where it is. It's extremely difficult to find. So this particular Scotch, it's a Highland made by Macallan. It doesn't have an age label on it, and a lot of distillers are going to this unaged labeled Scotch. The reason being, number one, they can sell the Scotch without an age label when the distiller feels like it's hit the point that they want it to hit. So they're going for a flavor profile rather than having to let it sit for that extra, you know, 3 or 4 years just to get the, you know, 15 or 18 or 20 year mark. So that being said, you don't really know how old the Scotch is in this bottle, but you can be assured that, kind of like a blended Scotch, it's going to have a certain flavor profile because that's what they're tasting.
I'll tell you what, it's a fancy ass bottle, I'll tell you that much.
The bottle all by itself sells for like 40 or 50 bucks.
I mean, that's heavy, dude. It's a weapon.
Yeah, and you know what? Everybody that opens this, I'm like, feel how heavy the cork is, and they're like, it's a cork. Now this one weighs like 2 pounds.
It's freaking.
You can work out with this thing.
Listen to it. Ready? Oh!
It's heavy. So the Scotch itself, it's sherry cask aged.
Look at the color of that.
It's dark.
It's a
very
dark
bottle.
Dark colored Scotch. It is not going to be the cheapest Scotch you have on your bar.
No.
It's actually the most
I
expensive.
think it's our most expensive we have.
It's our most expensive Scotch. It comes in at around $300 a bottle. Woo! So it is not for the faint of heart. It's one of those special occasion Scotches or going together with a couple of guys to get a bottle.
So for those of you that know me, this has got to be really good to get a high rating on.
Right.
So
it's got the Macallan smell.
It definitely has the Macallan smell, but not. It's good. How do you say that?
The used tire, like.
Oh, see, I was gonna say that.
Oh no, I mean, I don't. That's not. I'm not saying that's bad. It's just that's what I smell. I mean, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I love Macallan 12.
So this is exclusively sherry cask.
I get it.
And the cherries hit me right off the top.
Yeah. Strong cherries,
dried fruit.
And I love.
I get some blueberry.
Yep.
Very fruity. Good smell.
A hint of vanilla, caramel, of course.
I get a lot of
little
dried
honey,
fruit. I get some
honeycomb.
peach.
God, it's.
Oh, but then it's
really
spice
smooth.
on the flavor.
It's
Marshmallow, even.
Marshmallow, really?
The spice on the flavor, the cinnamon,
A little spice.
Not honey.
Not a lot.
It tastes
It's
like
sweet.
different than it
Yeah.
smells.
But it's got like a cinnamon nutmeggy quality on the finish.
No burn at all.
No, it's
Smooth
extremely smooth.
Velvet.
And yet it's 86 proof. So it's not like they've diluted it down.
Right.
It's a strong, strong Scotch.
Wow, that's the flavor on that is great.
To your burnt rubber, the older stuff, for sure, it's like definitely there. This one doesn't smell as potent on that.
No,
it's a nice aroma to me.
Right. I mean, and I said that comment of the used tire, the rubber tire, comparing a Macallan 12 to another Scotch. That's the scent that came to mind. And I'm not saying it's bad because, like I said, I love them.
But it's unique.
Love it.
It's
just
unique
the smell that you get.
Absolutely.
Obviously, no smoke. It's a Highland Scotch, so you're not getting the smoky qualities coming through.
I love the fact that the aroma is totally different than the taste. That's hard
There's
to do.
alcohol there. Cinnamon.
So it's a single.
Nutmeg.
It's a single malt, but it's got to be blended with different.
I think it's smooth. I don't have any alcohol burn at all.
So basically, what they're doing is they're going through, and the master is tasting all of these barrels, and they're looking for a specific flavor profile that fits this Scotch.
Right, what he wants.
Yeah, and so they're hand selecting these barrels based on the profile that they're looking for.
Which brings a good point. I mean, you have to start having a huge amount of respect for these guys that do that. Even the single malts and the guys that are doing the blends, the fact that they can have quality control and put together a consistent product that's going to have the same flavor profile, it just blows my mind that someone can do that. But
It's amazing.
Now keep in mind, because a lot of people are going to be like, well, it's not, I don't know how old that Scotch is, how do I know it's any good? Here's how you know it's okay. If you get a 12, well, but beyond that, if you get a 12 or a 15 or an 18-year-old Scotch, odds are they're not trying to hit a flavor profile, they're hitting an age range. And then they're dumping it into a bottle, right?
Yeah.
So they're going for their flavor profile based on their technique and how they're aging it and stuff like that.
Right.
But they're not actually looking for that flavor. They're just hoping it's there. This particular bottle, they're going through and actually tasting each barrel to see if it meets their standard to go in this bottle. So you can automatically say that, you know, if you're getting a bottle of this while it's expensive, it's probably going to be a good bottle of Scotch.
So here's
it's going to meet their quality standards.
So here's a test. I mean, I have some friends that love the Macallan 12, right, and some other Macallan. This is it worth the money to go up the Macallan? I mean, if you're a Macallan drinker, which I have plenty of friends that are, would you spend the $300 to buy this one?
I would say if you can afford
Maybe.
it, and you know, I don't think that I'm going to rush out and buy another bottle of Macallan Rare Cask.
not at this price.
But that being said, I think if there's a special occasion or I caught it on sale, it's kind of like the Johnny Walker Blue. You know, am I going to pay full price for it? Probably not. You know, not every day at least.
Definitely not.
But if I've got a special occasion, if there's somebody that's having a, you know, a special birthday and I know they're a Macallan lover, this is a great bottle.
Right. That's a good point.
If I've hit the lottery for a couple $100 and, you know, I'm not right next to the liquor store, I might pick up a bottle. So is it an everyday Scotch? No, I don't think so. Is it a great Scotch?
Yeah, is it an exceptional Scotch?
Absolutely, it's a great Scotch. But it's an expensive Scotch.
Right.
You know, so I mean, it's not going to be, you know, $300. You're not going to appeal to everyone.
And it looks damn good on your bar.
It does look damn good on the bar.
It is a very quality bottle.
And
But
I will say that probably $70 of that $300 is just in the packaging alone.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it's a
the
really
box itself is, you know, it's got a magnetic closure and it's got, you know, a little collar for the bottle. And, you know, all the printing is great.
cork
It's
alone
beautiful.
is worth $10.
You know, the bottle itself is great.
So let's start with the numbers.
all right, what do you
Yeah,
got?
once you go ahead, you were talking.
You know what?
Finish it up.
I'm going to give it a 3. You know, is it a good Scotch? Absolutely. You know, it's smooth, it's complex. I like everything about it. The price point, I think, brings it down a little bit. It makes it not as approachable for some people just because of the price point. But it's a good Scotch, and I enjoy it. So I'll give it a solid 3.
Okay.
All right,
What do you think,
we're
Mark?
going to go the other way around.
Me? Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Switching it up a little bit.
I don't
So
know how to handle it.
my first Scotch ever was at your house. Was Macallan 12. Loved it. That's the reason why I'm here today. I loved it. It was great. I
it's
still
a good Scotch.
I
I
still
try to
have a
hook 'em
bottle
in.
in my house all the time. It's a good Scotch. I've had a lot of different other Scotches now, and I have a lot of different tastes. But Macallan does it right. You know what they're doing. The Rare Cask, to me, I agree with you. It's a little bit pricey. I probably wouldn't drink it all the time, but I do enjoy it. I would say I would probably do other Scotches ahead of time more often. It's a good taste. The flavor profile is great. 3.
Dun dun dun. All right.
I go with 3 on this as well.
It's going to be a
Nice
solid.
Let me tell you
No, you
what.
don't.
So this is not in my normal genre of scotches. It's not smoky. The taste doesn't linger that long. The price is way out to the roof.
It's expensive.
But I respect what they have here. And the fact that you have an aroma that is completely
said.
different than the taste is not easy to do. I love the cherry. Cherries is one of my favorite aromas to have, and not many scotches have it, and I smell a lot of that in here.
It's a good Scotch.
That's why it's not a 4, 3.5, 4, because it doesn't have a lot of my normal flavor profile and the price, but it is a very good Scotch. Macallan did a
Absolutely.
great job with this Scotch. This is great right in their house. It is the best of their house, and I've heard there are rare cask blacks that may have maybe more in my house, and so we have to see if we can find one of those to taste.
Why don't you send us one? We'll be glad to taste
And
it.
Macallan,
Sherry
give us
cask.
a black.
Sherry cask isn't my wheelhouse,
Yeah, it's
but it's still a great Scotch.
It's a good
okay,
taste.
so you're a 3.
I'm a
3, 3, 3.
3, 3,
We're going to call it a roundhouse 3. That's where I'm going to go with this too. I think it's a great Scotch. Like Andrew said, I respect what they're doing. I love Macallan as a label. I've never been disappointed by him. To me, you can taste the quality in this. This is a very good pour of Scotch.
Wow.
The price point hurts a little bit. I'd love to have it on my bar. If you want to buy me a bottle, I'd be more than happy to have it on my bar. I don't know if I can swing $300 for it. I'm glad we've got it. I'm glad we're having an opportunity to taste it. I think it's in my top 5. It might be my 5th favorite one right now, my top 5 as well. But it's just not as special as the ones above it on my top 5. It's not going to get the 3.5 to 4. It's a good bottle. I'm really glad we have it. I love the flavor. It's smooth. You can just taste that it's good. I'm going 3.
We got 3 solid 3.
Solid 3s around, kids.
The Mac Rare Cask.
Hey,
Great bottle of Scotch.
by the way, we are a week in front of Thanksgiving, so probably not a review next week since Thanksgiving.
Probably
So
not.
to all you folks out there, happy Thanksgiving. I hope
Thanksgiving.
you have a lot to be thankful for. I know we do.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
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 Alright,
Cheers.
so
Just give me a spit take every 15 minutes.
3, 2,
Welcome to...
There we go. There